Hello and welcome. I'm going to try to get through this kind of quick. I've got a lot of stuff here. Mainly thrift store and Dollar General. I found quite a few things at Dollar General. I was actually surprised. They've got a lot of magnet titles there that I haven't seen at Dollar Tree, so I'm trying to hold off on picking any of those up just in case they fall in there. But this is Sunday, and my brother was in town, and I stopped at the one thrift store to just kind of show him, and he ended up digging and digging and digging more than I do. He just wasn't giving up, and I said, I'm glad I didn't take you to the store that has even more. We'd never be getting home. So I'm going to try to remember where I got stuff and kind of go from there. I'm going to show this one first. This is quick. I've shown this, I got this before at Goodwill. It's a collector's edition. But today I found the one piece that was missing from the set, which is a removable metal face. So I found this all by itself at the thrift store. So now I got to complete that. I was surprised I found that, and it's in perfect condition. So that was nice. I guess this came in the mail yesterday because I didn't check, but I ordered from Deep Discount, and I have these on DVD, but I saw Serial at Midnight did a review on this, and he showed it's the two sci-fi feature, The H-Man and Battle in Outer Space. And I mainly grabbed this just on Blu-ray now. I mean, it is a Mill Creek release, but they actually put one movie on each disc, which is very rare. So I had to grab that. That was $11, and this is also on Hamilton Book for like $11. So that's nice. And the weird thing is this is actually not shipped from Deep Discount. This is a company I used to work for, but this is from another location, is Alliance Entertainment, that I did work for when I worked in the distribution. But I've got to send this one back because this is the fifth one in the Ultraman series that I needed. But you can see the damaged steelbook. I knew this was going to happen. They put it in freaking cardboard pack and just shipped it. So I've got to call them tomorrow and tell them this needs to go back, and I need another one, and I need it in a bubble wrap and protected, because I'm not gonna. That's why I don't like buying steel books through the mail. It's just too risky. Now on to some thrift store stuff here. I found 9 Lives with a slip. So I was happy about that. Pretty good shape. I believe this is a 2-disc set. Kind of nice little artwork on there. Found another one with a slip on it. Was The Hate You Give. Thug. Thug. Not too sure. I've seen this image, so I was kind of curious about it. The digital copy, I don't remember. I think the digital copy did work through iTunes. I don't remember. The 9 Lives code was obviously used because I couldn't get it to activate. Then I also picked up Paul Blart Mall Cop. Didn't have this first one. So all the Blu-rays were $2. Decent artwork. Another old one with the PSP digital copy. PSP, PC, Mac, and iPad. Then I also found Ice Cube's Are We Done Yet? that was cool. I think I've seen this film once. And it's the old splash design on there. This one here I found, this was still shrink wrapped, is Johnny Depp, Edward Scissorhands. I think I've only seen like pieces of this. I've actually never watched this movie, so I'm happy to have it to actually watch now. We watched over the weekend. I watched again yesterday with my brother, was Knives Out. That is a fantastic movie. So that's something I got to grab for my own collection now. Another one here I picked up at the thrift store, it was Vertical Limit. Something else new for me. This one here, if you're on my Instagram, right when I post this video, I'm going to post the pictures of this. How nasty this thing was in shape. This was disgusting. But the disc was immaculate. So I went with it because some of these 3D Blu-rays, they don't use the paper sleeve. They use that plastic. So I was hoping for the best to clean it, and I did, and I now have Cloudy with the Chance of Meatballs, the original, since I already have the other one, and I have this on standard Blu-ray with the DVD, and then I have the sequel in 3D, which comes with the standard Blu and DVD. And this one is just the 3D, and it's actually a promotional disc as well. But got nice artwork on it. Let's see here. I mean, there's nothing on that disc. But when you see the pictures, if you go to my Instagram, you'll see how bad that was. The worst part of this that ended up when I cleaned it is, you can see probably right here, I was scrubbing on the inside and wore some of the paint out. You can see right there in the middle of the spine, but it's on the edge, so it's not too bad. But considering that's a minor flaw, since I had not seen this on 3D Blu-ray anywhere, so that turned out fantastic. Gold mine find here. I went back a second day. That's why some of this stuff was more pickups from the same store. I kind of just assumed this was DVD and just blew past it, and I pulled it out, and I ended up getting on Blu-ray the complete first season of True Blood. It's a 5-disc set, and it must have some pretty fancy feature on. It says experience exclusive Blu-ray features. Step into the world of Bon Temps with True Blood enhanced viewing on all 12 episodes. 12 episodes, 5 discs. So there's got to be a lot of in-depth stuff, because episodes 1 and 2 are on the first disc, 3 and 4 on the second, 5, 6, and 7, and then 8, 9, and 10, and 11 and 12. So there are only 2 or 3 episodes per disc. And knowing how much information the Blu-ray can hold, there must be a lot of good stuff on there. There's nice packaging on this. So that was real nice to find on Blu-ray, and they were all mint. So that was all of season 1 and season 2, all on Blu-ray. They were flawless. There's the artwork on the inside. And they were the same way. Was it 12 episodes again, I believe? 12 episodes with all that extra bonus, 5 discs. So those were real good finds for $3 a piece. That's incredible pickup for $3. Full season of Blu-ray in perfect shape. Grabbed Magic Mike. The Blu-ray is missing. It's only the DVD. I do know while I was shopping around Dollar General that there is an XL or XXL edition. So I don't know. For the buck I ended up paying for this one because the disc was missing. I have the movie to watch. So that's cool. Another Blu-ray, Nicolas Cage in Drive Angry. This was in a DVD case. I had to pull it out and move the paper around. That's why there's some little weird coloring from that sticky stuff that they use to hold the paper in. I don't think there was anything fancy. Plain looking disc. On DVD, I grabbed Ant Boy. Kind of a goofy little superhero thing. Figured I'd check that out. This here, I was excited to find this, is the director's son's cut of Eric the Viking. This was, I think I've seen this once before. You got Eric Roberts, I'm forgetting his names. You got John Cleese, Terry Jones, and the other one on there is come on, Mickey Rooney. That's it, Mickey Rooney. So that was nice to find that. A little something kind of rare. Then I also have Jackie Chan, Fearless Hyena. This is Scimitar release. They had released a lot of the Godzilla titles back in the day. I ended up giving my brother when I started picking up the Blu-rays. But these to me are my favorite DVD cases that have just the one hub up here to pop, because these are the easiest ones to get discs out of. There's no fuss, they just kind of pop out. The simplest. Everybody else's are kind of crap. So that's my favorite case for that. This one here was brand new. Look, still sealed. How about that? Still sealed. A little dinged up here on the case, but Fred Claus. Didn't have this. Thought I might have, but I guess I did not. So another holiday film. And another one, which this one's coming up on Halloween soon, is Monsters vs. Aliens, Mutant Pumpkins from Outer Space. When my brother and his kids were over, we watched the first movie. It was something I just kind of popped on, keep the kids busy. Haven't seen this one, so that'll be fun. Yeah, this one here was still sealed. It's in the thin case. Is You Bet Your Life, Best of Groucho Marx. I used to like watching this show. This was always interesting. He'd have his little duck fall down from the sky. So that was a DigiView Productions. 75 minutes. Too bad. This here, I'd never heard of this, so I was actually kind of interested. And then I saw that it has, I think, two seasons. This came out is My Dad the Rock Star, executively produced by Gene Simmons. So this has got 6 episodes on it. So this might be pretty good. This was on Nickelodeon, I guess, at some point. And then I have here, as I found, the Desperado collection. So it's Desperado and Once Upon a Time in Mexico, which I have a collector's edition of Once Upon a Time in Mexico on DVD. slip. And you got it's always nice when they do a slip in one version and then the cover in something else. You got those. Then this stack here is basically stuff that I picked up today as my brother was digging through stuff. So I got Confessions of a Shopaholic on Blu-ray. It's a 2-disc set. The second disc is the digital copy. Got some scratches around the outer edge. So I'm not sure if that's gonna be any good or not, but probably not gonna matter since it's the digital copy without the code. But I like the artwork on there. Then I also found Underworld Evolution on Blu-ray. Crank. Did not have this either. And this one here, I'm actually surprised. This one here was still sealed new. And the thing is, I just got finished getting the DVD for this season, and I think it was also sealed. Don't remember, but I do know that it was in great shape. So now I don't need the DVD set. Since I got the Blu-ray, is Burn Notice Season 2. The DVD's a 4-disc set, where this one is a 3-disc set. So that was a nice find. This was a nice find here. I think I'm going to probably try to see what I can get for it, maybe. And this is a collector's edition of X-Men's The Last Stand. This is a fairly thick case. You can see a standard DVD. It's about the size of 2. As it's got a nice slip, and this is embossed with Wolverine's claw and the name. It's embossed on that plastic. A little bit. Opens up a little. What's nice is as the widescreen version, single disc for The Last Stand. Some special features, but the rare here is an exclusive 96-page collectible book featuring a never-before-released X-Men comic book written by Stan Lee with illustrations by world-renowned Marvel illustrators, plus 3 more of Lee's favorite classic X-Men comics with all new introductions. So, a little bit, there's one back page is bent. But other than that, this thing is nice and mint, little comic. So, just for this alone, it's awesome cover. Stanley there in the middle. Try to get that in there nicely. The this is still steel on the back. On the back here, you can probably even see much. The Wolverine's claws scraping up the metal. That was kind of an interesting find. Then I got Howling 3, the Marsupials. Little horror. This is Elite Entertainment. Nothing really fancy there. Steel Magnolias. And all these discs that I do pick up are usually perfect. They usually don't have anything but maybe a fingerprint or a little smudge otherwise. Nicolas Cage, National Treasure 2-disc collector's edition. I kept finding, well, I found another first one, which was a single disc, and the sequel, but they were not in good shape. But this one was the lock case. But love the artwork, like that artwork on these things. But this one was in great shape. And this one I'd seen a couple different times and guess they were in bad shape. This one was actually a good one with the slip. Was Wild Hogs. I haven't seen this in a while. Real good slip sleeve on it. Something I already have on Laserdisc. I still need to buy this on Blu-ray, but I figured for $1 and it was in great shape. Is A Christmas Story. Everybody must have this in their collection. It is one of the all-time favorites for the holiday. This one, I didn't need it, but I just wanted to have it because it was another production for $1. Is Diddley Sword Classics. Superman versus Nature and War is what they're calling it. But this is 8 episodes of the Max Fleischer cartoons, which I already have on. I have the whole set on Blu-ray, and then I have another full set on DVD, and another one that's 15 episodes on DVD. So it's nothing I needed, but it was a different production. This was from Good Times. I think there was artwork on the disc, kind of why I went with it. Great movie here I did not have is Tom Hanks in The Green Mile, along with Michael Clark Duncan. Right? Didn't mix his name up. Yeah, Michael Clark Duncan, yeah. I want to make sure I didn't do his name backwards. It was a fantastic movie. In the old snapper cases. This one, the slip sleeve's in really kind of rough shape all around the edges, but I went with it anyway. We found a couple different copies, but this was the only one with this cover. And this is 100 Years of Movie Memories is American Beauty. So the disc was in great shape, but I like this cover more than the other one. So the slip's not great, but the disc was immaculate. So I had to go ahead and go with that one. Even though this has seen much better days on that slip sleeve. This is the reason why I don't like these barcode windows, because that's where they keep getting caught on. I think that's why the Canadian ones are so much better, because they're solid to slide in. Like I said, I didn't need this, but I had a feeling I didn't have the double disc set for this. And this is Wesley Snipes and Blade 2. The one I have is only a single disc edition, and the picture starts from about here up. If that's close for me to grab, I know it's got to be right here. Where are you? Where did you go? Oh, you're right there. You can see the difference. So this is a 2-disc set, single disc. Even though I just bought the Blu-ray, I still just wanted to have the 2 discs like this. You can see the teeth and the tattoo mark on the bottom of the lip. It was pretty cool. This one I'm excited to have because I've been looking around just recently for this to pick up. And my brother, while he was digging, he was like, hey, The Hitcher. Is this new or the old one? And I was like, that's the new one, and I'm looking for that. I don't have that. And it's the widescreen edition. So that was even better, because I have not seen this, and I love the original. I've heard that this one's not as great, but I still want to see it regardless, and for $1, that's good. Alright, let's see, another stack. Got like 3 stacks left to go. This was all thrift store here. And another HD DVD, which I did eliminate a bunch of the movies that I was going to show in this video, because each day I keep postponing to do this. I keep picking up more stuff, but everything else that I'm not showing in this is just stuff that I picked up extra that I already had, so it was kind of pointless. Toy Story 3, the collector's one that was given out to, I guess, their employees. I found another one that actually had the Blu-ray and DVD. The only thing I would still be missing is, I think it came with a slip, and that would be it, and I'd have that complete. And the live-action Cinderella, I found another copy of that, which I already had, but the copy I found had a slip sleeve, so I got it for the slip. Along with the way back today, I found a slip sleeve for it, so I picked it up so I could have the slip. And there was another movie I picked up, but there was no movies in it. It was just a double case, and I told them, and they just gave it to me for the case. So, and then I found another Assault on Precinct 13 HD DVD, but this one is Firewall. So, as long as I don't have them. And when I picked up the other one today, the guy's like, you know, this is HD. I was like, yeah, I do know the difference of media. And I found here different Red versus Blue, the best DVD ever of all time. So I guess this is kind of like a greatest hits of Red versus Blue, since I'm kind of building up a little collection for that. As long as I can find them, I'll pick them up. I don't think I'll ever go out of my way to buy them new, no more than $1, like Dollar Tree has them. This one here I picked up and didn't realize I already had it. I had already ripped the shrink wrap off of this, but it was still sealed. Is Walt Disney World 100 Years of Magic. And this here is only available at the parks, or at least that's the only place I've ever seen it, was at the parks. But this did have the shrink wrap on it before I popped it open and then scanned it, and then I was like, wait, I have that? I was like, I didn't know I had that. Here's the disc. Sure enough, it was up there. This one here is kind of interesting. I found this it's 2007 Academy Award nominee, Best Animated Feature. A film by Marjane Satrapi and Vincent Pernonod. Not sure if I pronounced their names right. I believe it is a French cartoon, but it is dubbed and subbed in English. Is Persepolis. I'm sure I'm not pronouncing it right, but while I was hopping around on Hamilton Book, they actually have this on Blu-ray for about $5. So if this is pretty good, I might go for that. Even though on their website it said subtitled and it didn't say that it was dubbed, but if you look at their picture And look at the back cover, it actually is in English. It's the same way as this. The special features is English language version featuring the voices of Chiara Mastroianni, not sure about that, Sean Penn, Catherine Deneuve, Gina Rollins, and Iggy Pop. So, figuring that might be pretty cool. The Hidden Side of Peropolis, Behind the Scenes, 2007 Cannes Film Festival Press Conference, Animated Scene Comparison with commentary, scene selections, and those are the people doing it. But this is the cover. It actually looked pretty interesting. I watched the trailer. Unfortunately, the trailer was in French, so I still didn't know what was going on. But like I said, if it is any good, I'll let everybody know. Nice little artwork on there, and that at least the Blu-ray is available on Hamilton. Yeah, like I picked up here is the complete 4th season of The Big Bang on DVD. I did find another, because I picked up, I think it was 6 on Blu-ray. I found another one at another store, opened it up. The 2 Blu-ray discs were missing. The only thing was in it was the 3 DVDs. So while my brother was here and shopping, I told him he could have that, since he wasn't worried. He picked up one. So I figured this is an easy way to grab a few of these. Nice artwork on the discs. Like the got the sleeve stack in there with him. And then here now I have 3 out of the 4 seasons of Heroes, and this is season 4, so now I'm only looking for season 2. Funny thing is, right now I have Heroes on 3 different formats. So season 4 I have on DVD, season 1 I have on HD DVD, and season 3 I have on Blu-ray. So I'm guessing I'm probably going to end up with season 2 on DVD. Is that anything on there? Now 5-disc set. Stack. Scoot out here. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah. I think I picked that up there. Alright, I think these are the last couple I might have got at the thrift store. I believe is Oliver Stone World Trade Center. I haven't ever seen this, but I'm hoping it's pretty good. Nicolas Cage, Michael Pena. Good shape. 2-disc set. This one here really kind of piqued my interest. Is I Trust You to Kill Me, starring Kiefer Sutherland and Rocco DeLuca and The Burden. It rocks. Sutherland's presence and the quality of the music make it an enjoyable trip. The best rockumentary since Some Kind of Monster. Kiefer Sutherland stars in I Trust You to Kill Me with Rocco DeLuca and The Burden, in a captivating film about a new band trying to find their audience as they tour through Europe. Sutherland stops at nothing in his efforts to try to make this happen. The charismatic film captures all the thrills and excitement between Sutherland, the band, their fans as they hit the road from city to city. Bonus features 3 music videos and how it started Japan tour from director Manu Boiter. So this really kind of seemed interesting. So I'm really looking forward to checking this out. And here I found season 1 for 30 Rock. So now I have seasons 1 through 3. So at least now I'll be able to start this up. Gotta give that a go. It was yeah, 3-disc set. Nothing out of the ordinary. Trying to remember where I picked this up. Can't remember if I got this at the thrift store or at Dollar General. But I know I didn't pay too much for it. And this is Jim Carrey, Lemony Snicket's in the Series of Unfortunate Events on DVD. Another one that I'm not sure where I picked it up is, which I can go into my phone and go into the app and find out where I actually purchased it because I keyed it in when I put it in. And I actually saw this before somewhere else, but it was in bad shape. This one was actually still sealed, so I think it might have been at the thrift store. Is A New Level of Terror, P2. Watch the trailer for this. It looks pretty good. Girls in office building and starts shutting down, and this guy here, I've seen him in a few other movies, is I guess security guard at the place and starts torturing her and stuff. And another one at Dollar General now. Yeah, everything else should be Dollar General for sure, because this last stack I also have, I'm working through, is Season 2, Part 1, Batman the Brave and the Bold. Well, this is a 2-disc set. Since I already have the complete first season, I figured I might as well pick up what I can find on this. I think there was, yeah, might be a little bit of artwork on those. You can really tell. A little horror film here called Piggy. He likes to hear his victim squeal. So I think this was a buck. I actually found quite a few things at Dollar General for $1. So starting with, I found Trailer Park Boys, Downtown to Liquor Day. They had this marked down for $1. Oh, couldn't pass that up for $1. Didn't have any Trailer Park Boys. I've seen some of them before, so kind of goofy stuff. Kind of weirded out belly button. This one here, it was at $1.95, and it's The Cobbler. I haven't ever seen this, but it's Adam Sandler. I know this is on, I think, Amazon or Netflix or somebody. It was one of their, or might even be Crackle. I can't remember. I don't know if it actually says on here. Not sure, but it's RLJ. $2 for Adam Sandler, new. This I was excited to find. I had never looked for it. I saw this when this came out. I went to a screening where I worked. We would get like advanced movie tickets in the mail, and they were like big card tickets. And it was like first come, first serve. Once they ran out of seats, that was it. I had no idea what this movie was about, but at the time I never cared about what a lot of them were. I'll go to the movies, I'll watch a new movie, and not have to pay to see it. I was happy to watch something. I actually really enjoyed this movie. This is a fantastic film. And to find it on Blu-ray, actually even combo pack, and with a digital code that still worked, is Billy Elliot. This is a really good film. The kid, his father wants him to play soccer, football, and he wants to take ballet. So eventually he's like sneaking off and doing ballet, and he ends up becoming like fantastic at it. And from what I remember, I mean, it's been a long time since I've seen this, but I was really excited to find this, and this was like $4.95. I think it was either $4 or $5. So I didn't even look at the price when I just grabbed it, and I was like, I'm getting that. It was the only copy I found, and I went to quite a few stores on Friday when I was coming home from work when I found that one. But I kept complaining to a couple of the stores that they were carding me for stuff that's PG-13. And they're like, well, I don't know. So while I was in the one store, I picked up a few movies, was checking out, and I said, is this all you have over here in this cardboard box? I can't find any more. And she goes, no, that's it. I was like, okay. Starts ringing me up, and she goes, oh, well, we got more all the way in the back. I was like, all right, finish ringing me up. I'll go to the back, and I'll look again. So I ran my stuff out to the car, went to the back, looked around, found one title. I came up to the register, was waiting. Now, she'd already had to card me for the PG-13 movie I purchased. Now, as I was waiting for her to check me out, somebody else opened up another register and rang me out. I only had the one movie, which was rated R. Did not get carded for an R-rated movie, and I was at a different register with a different employee. So Dollar General needs to kind of fix that, or just wipe out the whole carding process, because it's stupid. If a child can go in and end up picking up R-rated movies that you're not carding them for, but you're going to card somebody for a PG-13, I don't know how many children around the age of 14 would even have an ID that they could even purchase that. I'm surprised you're not carding people for G-rated movies. But the film that I found in a steelbook. They had 3 copies, 1 dented, and 2 in. The one I got, I think it was in a little bit better shape, but the other one was still perfect. And that was Das Boot. This was $10. So since I did not have this film, and I know this is a classic, I think I have seen it once before. But to find this at Dollar General for $10 in a steelbook, and it's a 2-disc set. On top of that, I believe it was a 2-disc set. Now I'm not even sure. I opened it once. Yes, director's cut and commentary on disc 1, and original theatrical version and special features on disc 2. So you can see the artwork on there. Double layer. Set you to the side, put you in there later. Then the rest of the stuff I picked up were all DVDs. I picked this up because I actually like Lily Tomlin. There's also Charles Grodin and Ned Beatty, The Incredible Shrinking Woman. So I was looking at the back of this. This is I really wish they would actually print the years on these things a little bit bigger, kind of like where they're putting time and everything else. The year would be really nice, but can tell it's an older film. You just tell from the back. I'm expecting this to be pretty good. Then here, another classic. I love the television show for this. That's something I need to pick up as complete season, is Mchale's Navy. So this is the movie. Ernest Borgnine. Who else was in there? Joe Flynn and Tim Conway. This is, I loved watching this show. So at least now I'm gonna at least watch the movie here. I think this was $1 or $1.95. Same thing with the Incredible Shrinking Woman. Wasn't too much. Got an animated one here. It looks pretty interesting. Sheep and Wolves. This one was $1. So I went ahead and grabbed that. Another one here. This was $1. Todd Oliver and Funny Dog. I have no idea who he is. It looks like he's a ventriloquist like Jeff Dunham. But I mainly got it because he got him a Boston Terrier there. So I figured it could be entertaining. His little dog's right there still. Then I found they had this down to $1. Is Roger Corman classic, a film by Joe Dante, is Piranha. So I found 2 copies of this, and while my brother was here, he grabbed the other one from me. He ended up grabbing this Piranha, my last copy of Piranha on Blu-ray, and then the Piranha Double D I had on DVD as leftover. So he grabbed all the Piranha stuff that I had. So, but Dollar General got that for $1. The one magnet title I did buy because I kind of didn't want to pass this up. I think this was. I think what I got. Yeah, I think this was probably $5. I didn't really go too high on anything. And this is Nature Calls. I think I've actually seen this before, but I definitely wanted to pick up at least one. But like I said, they had a slew of magnet titles that seemed really interesting. There was one that I almost grabbed, but I know where it's at, so I can go back and get it. It was a triple feature of Ip Man. No, not Ip Man. Ong Bak Gung, right? Ong Bak. I think it was Ong Bak. It was all 3 for, I think it was $8 with the slip. So I know where it's at. If I need it, I go back and get it. I think this might finish me out on my Jim Varney stuff. It's Ernest, the complete series, 13 episodes. So I'm going to have to look up and see what else there is and see if that's complete. This, I think this was probably about $5. This one I have on Laserdisc. I haven't gotten this on Blu-ray yet, but I love this film. And this is Wes Craven's Shocker. And it always kind of was weird that after the fact I've seen this to realize that the guy playing Horace Binker was the bigwig in the X-Files. So it was kind of weird seeing him playing this, but I love this film. This is awesome. Megadeth does the title track. Nothing fancy on there. This one looked kind of interesting. It's called Vinyl. They came, they saw, they lip synced. Think Spinal Tap meets School of Rock. So, since I think it was $1. Just looked kind of interesting. And once the kind of scenario with Spinal Tap and School of Rock, I was like, alright. I said I went to quite a few stores, and I only were hitting Dollar Generals on my way home. I hit 2 Dollar Trees just to check, and nobody had anything. But that looked interesting. And then this one here I found closer to my house. It was the last store I hit, just kind of checking out. And I picked it up because it is a classic, and the fact that it is a Kino Lorber title. And that is Convoy. So I checked their site real quick, just because I know they've got a sale going on. So this was $1 less than what they're selling it for right now on their site. Let's see, it's a Kino Lorber. So now I have at least one DVD from Kino. Chris Christopherson. And that would be no. There's something else I picked up at the thrift store. DVD rack. It was $2. So I figured any little racks I can get like that and add to some space. And then I picked up a little CD one I'll probably use for maybe my jewel case DVDs. Yeah, the jewel case DVDs ones I have. So I can squeeze them into little spots without having to build a whole bunch of stuff. But that was everything I picked up the last few days. This is running almost an hour now. Didn't expect that, but like I said, if I would have added all the other stuff in there, I had a decent stack of extra stuff that I picked up. Off the top of my head, I can't remember everything. Fame Blu-ray. What was that DVD? I found a PSP movie. I think it was The Exorcist on PSP video. Uncle Buck I picked up from my brother, but he said he already had it, so now I got that extra. I'll be posting all my extras as soon as I can. Once I kind of separate, I'll post what I have still sealed, and then I'll post what I have opened unsealed, and go from there. But thanks for taking the time out and watching, liking, subscribing, and I will catch you. Hopefully it'll be a few days before I do another one, because right now I think I have 2 packages left coming in the mail for this time. So later.